Power of perspective, that dude, Doug. You know, I'm not a big proponent of marriage myself, but I do like going to weddings. And the most important thing in there is when the preacher says, what God has put together, let no man put asunder. I thought it meant woman, but obviously it doesn't. Because today, Dr. Dre has joined a long line of celebrities who make it big, and all of a sudden, the settlement will be bigger. After 24 years of marriage, Dr. Dre's wife, Mrs. Dre, has decided to file for divorce. Now look, I don't know what goes on in the inner workings of their marriage over the past 24 years. I don't. The fact that he could last that long with one woman, that right there deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. I can't last with the same sheets for longer than 24 days, let alone the same person laying in them for 24 years. But what it brings me to think of is what happened to where he felt as though he didn't need a prenup. Because let's just think about this. 24 years. That means they got married in 1996. Long after he was just Andre Young. So prior to them in 1996 getting married, let's give a full rundown of what Dr. Dre has done. World Class Wrecking Crew, Before You Turn Out the Lights. NWA, which brought along Eazy-E, as well as Ice Cube. Then he co-founded Death Row Records, which he established one of the greatest albums of all time in The Chronic. Then he founded one of the greatest rappers of all time and produced Doggy Style. Not to mention, there was the Above the Rim soundtrack, Lady of Rage, The Dog Pound. He also produced Nas's album, as well as The Firm, and also Tupac's All Eyes on Me, all before he got married in 1996. Which begs the question, what in the hell made you think that this joint was gonna last and you really and truly did not need to get a prenup? I could see Miss Chalet sitting there one day somewhere saying, see, I told you it was gonna work, cause something's in my heart. Is it just me, or does Miss Chalet sound like that blonde chick off of Little Shop of Horrors, Audrey? Sure, suddenly see more. I digress. But I'm telling you right now, that is insane. You're Dr. Dre. Bro, I don't care. You give somebody a prenup when you have all of that accomplished before you got to them. As long as you're Andre Young, I get it. Have faith that the marriage is gonna work. But once you start going by a moniker or a nickname, bruh, you better get yourself a piece of paper that protects that. Once you start going by a nickname, or once you put the in your name, like The Rock, The Undertaker, the nigga who used to be broke but is now rich, you better get the piece of paper that will save all of the riches you just earned. Bruh, $800 million? $800 million and she about to walk away with a cool 400? Man, let me tell you something. Women, y'all do not want equality at all. Because I'm telling you right now, if y'all want equality, don't be surprised if niggas start running around here getting married to rich women and then divorcing them. Food for thought. Scrape the plate.